On the dribble outside, guarded by Haste. Picks up his dribble, gets it off to Hawk. Britton Hawk with it, guarded by Carson. Hawk on the dribble. Carson with it. He's got to get rid of the ball, Britton. And he does, off to Osner. 2:25 to go. Osner on the dribble, side of the lane. Caleb Walton, no. Rebound, tipped around and saved. No, play center with it. Play center, Anderson on the run. Side of the lane, loses the handle, back over it goes to Blake. To Carson. Carson dribble drive, spin move, knocked away, stolen by Smoky Valley. Turnover number...
Just 3 that I've got.
3. 2 in this quarter. 2 minutes remain. Vikings by a point here at home against Clay Center. 2-10 on the year. Smoky Valley against 2-10. Clay Center, there's Walton with a drive. The shot is good! Caleb Walton with a wild shot from the side of the lane off the glass for 2. And that's Blake's first foul, and Caleb Walton with the chance. Got a couple of more substitutions in.
And Brandy Hamill.
And did Mark Scott come back in?
Yeah, Scott came.
And Mark Scott.
Hamill and Scott coming in. Walton's free throw, good. Well, Caleb Walton with 5 points in the game. That's a plus for the Vikings. They got to get some points for some different people. There's Haste with it on the dribble. Haste double teamed off to Jacoby Anderson. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by the Vikings. Turnover number 4 on Clay Center. Vikings by 4, 19-15. With the ball is Walton. Walton looked to shoot, didn't trigger outside the three-point line. To Snyder, baseline to Hawk. Shot from 15, no. Rebound, Norberg tips it away. Osner tries to save it and saves it right to Dalton Haste. Haste on the dribble, off to Ford. Shot, good. That's why it's usually not good to save the ball in and the ball is way outside near half court. Osner on the dribble. Osner to the top. Osner shot missing. Jacoby Anderson with the rebound. He'll slow it down. And a timeout by Clay Center. We'll keep this one right here. 1 minute left to go until halftime. I want to thank the following sponsors: Anderson Body Shop, Dr. Eric Peterson, Christian's Funeral Home, Scott's, Reinhardt Accounting, Art Shirt, Dower Welding, Apotec, Viking Auto, and Kimmy at My Barber Shop. 1917. What a good year that was, Daryl. The year my mother was born.
That was a good year.
It was a good year.
A little foggy in my brain. I don't think I remember much of it.
Let's hope not. Oh, the times have changed since 1917 to 1950s when we were born.
Yep.
Here on the court, it's 19 Smoky Valley, 17 Clay Center. Clay Center will have the ball. Their coach called the timeout as they were moving down court. Great crowd on hand tonight. I don't know what kind of halftime show we got with some little girls on some cheering or something, but we got some excitement going on here at halftime. It's brought a nice crowd. Anderson to Heist, Dalton Heist on the dribble, and we're going to have a check. Wow. All the contact that's gone on in this ball game. Britton Hawk picks the foul up for basically a non-contact. That's the 6th foul on Smoky Valley. Clay Center with only 2. Anderson gets it into Wilson. Wilson drive in the lane. Wilson shot blocked by Andy Osner, but saved by Heist. Clay Center gets to keep it. 45 seconds to go until halftime. Wilson off to Haste. I don't know if it's Haste or Heist, but I think it's Haste. Cross to Anderson. Anderson travel, no call. Anderson shot, good. Anderson, his first basket of the ball game. 19-19. Here's Caleb Walton in the lane. Off to Norberg. His shot, no. Tip, no. Rebound over the back was number 31 or 30, Scott, in on that rebound. That was 34 that got the tip. That was Hamill that was over the back of the Vikings. No call made. Under 10 seconds to go. Haste off to Wilson. Wilson with the dribble. Baseline to Anderson. His 3, no. And we are tied at halftime, 19-19. We'll be back after this 2-minute plus timeout.
you wanting to play sports in college? If so, we can help at Varsity Recruit. We offer a personalized service to help you find the best school that fits your needs athletically, academically, financially, and socially. And we do this by contacting college coaches, offering consulting sessions.
Yeah, looks like about 2.5.
Okay.
When you sign up with us, you're not just a recruit, you're a varsity recruit. Bank of Tesket is proudly supporting the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany College Suite. Show off your Smoky Valley pride with Vikings checks, checkbook covers, debit cards, and business debit cards. For every checking account opened at the Lynchburg branch, Bank of Tesket will donate $10 to Smoky Valley Schools. Visit them at 202 North Main in downtown Lynchburg or call 227-8830. Go Vikings and go Swedes. Member FDIC. Need a hand sticking to your New Year's resolution? The Salina Family YMCA is ready to help you and a friend achieve your fitness goals in 2013 with their 2-for-1 group personal training special. From now through February, you and a friend can stop by the Y and train with a certified personal trainer for just $35 a session. That's 30% off. Your trainer will tailor an exercise program just for you and will be there to motivate you every step of the way. Call 825-2151 or stop by the Y today to learn more. The Y, your resolution solution. Are you making plans for the perfect wedding? Then be sure to attend the 2013 Bridal Showcase Fair, Saturday, February 2nd at Salina Central Mall. The fun begins at 10 a.m. as vendors will be on hand with photographers, DJs, wedding planners, caterers, and more. Everything you'll need for the wedding you've always dreamed of. Visit all participating booths and you'll be entered to win the grand prize honeymoon giveaway valued at more than $1,500. And be sure to stick around for the fashion show at 2. The 2013 Bridal Showcase Fair, February 2nd at Central Mall. It's where to shop.
This is the Smoky Valley Vikings halftime show. A first half recap, scores from around the league, stats, and keys to a second half win. Your home for Smoky Valley basketball is 95.5 The Rock.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley High School. Don Binks along with Daryl Johnson and Haven Lysell and Jared back at the controls as the Vikings and Clay Center have played to a 19-19 tie here. Scoring went like this. First for Clay Center, 2 points for Jacoby Anderson, 2 points for Scott, 2 points for Carson, 4 points for Ford, 4 points for Blake, and 5 points for Dalton Haste. For the Vikings, 2 points Holden Hendricks, 3 points Alex Snyder, 4 points Cole Norberg, 5 points Andy Ozer, 5 points Caleb Walton. How about some shooting percentages and turnovers, Daryl?
The Vikings are 7 of 25 from the field for 28%. They are 5 of 19 from two-point range, 2 for 6 from beyond the arc. Clay Center was 8 of 30 from the field for 27%. They were 8 of 24 from two-point range, 0 for 6 from beyond the arc. Vikings 100% from the charity stripe, 3 for 3. Clay Center is 2 for 5 for 40%. They got 4 turnovers for the Vikings, 4 for Clay Center. Had 2 ties and 3 lead changes in that first half.
Amazing that both teams have gone along with only 4 turnovers in a rough and rugged game, and it's been pretty crazy here for the Vikings, and they are tied. The girls' game, the score ended up being 45 for Clay Center and 34 for Smoky Valley, but against a state-ranked team, that was a nice job by the Vikings in defeat, but they ended up doing a good job and doing it very well tonight. They took some steps forward. Upcoming games for the Vikings include Tuesday, we're on the road at Nickerson. We're back home next Friday, the 1st of February, against Halstead, and the following Tuesday home against Hillsboro, the following Friday away, and then the last 3 games of the season, the regular season, Lions at home, Heston at home, and away at Sterling before Sub-State starts the last week of February. We'll take another time out. When we come back, we'll talk with Haven a little more about his event last night, the Harlem Globetrotters game up at the Bicentennial Center. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball. Back right after this.
Tonight's broadcast of Smoky Valley Athletics is brought to you in part by Lindsborg Concrete, Bank of Tesket, Smoky Valley Chiropractic, and Dr. Darrell Loader, the Quarterback Club of Lindsborg.
Hey, Jared.
Bankston and Farm Bureau Financial. Yeah.
Just take a minute here. Just take a minute, shorten it up.
Will do. Banking services.
I'll ask you a little bit more about what was your favorite part of the game last night.
State Bank, because they're locally owned and operated.
The guy jumped on a
Decisions
goal
are made right here in Central Kansas.
Okay, I'll just ask you that. You can say that over the air, and then I'm going to talk with him about the girls' game.
In emerging technology and innovation, Bennington State Bank is team-oriented, designed so that every employee can actively engage with customers in meeting their specific needs. Visit the warm, friendly environment of Bennington State Bank today. Member FDIC.
Talk to Bill first. No, I'll talk to him first. Give him your headset. And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. Don Binks along with Haven Lysell as he's our guest commentator here tonight and doing a great job. And Haven had a pretty special event last night as he got to go up and be the ball boy for the Harlem Globetrotters. And what was your favorite part about that?
Well, it was probably when the guy jumped on the goal and kicked the ball.
Really? How high could he jump? I mean, like way at the top of the rim?
He jumped on the rim.
Wow.
And got up.
Pretty exciting. And how tall are those guys? Are they like 7 foot tall or pretty big guys?
There was a guy named Too Tall, and he was really short.
Too Tall was short, huh? Wow, that's pretty crazy. Well, we're going to enjoy the second half with you, Haven. We're going to turn our attention now to Coach Nelson behind us, who coming in and wow, your girls competed hard tonight.
Well, we did, Donnie. I told him before the game. Again, we're injured and we're not full strength. We haven't been full strength for 2 weeks now. And I told him, I said, I want you to play relaxed and I want you to play as hard as you possibly can. And boy, we did. We talked about getting stops and getting some rebounds, and we did, Donnie. We really battled.
I was going to say play relaxed. There wasn't nothing relaxing about that game. It was intense, and you played hard. You got a lot of effort out of the girls tonight.
You know, especially what I was talking about was the offensive end and our shooting, because it looked like we'd really been stressing. And I went back and watched film this week of when we played Sterling and scored 52 points. And we were just shooting the ball and hanging our hand out there at the end of the shot. And we did that again tonight. We really did. I was proud of them.
It was fun to do, and as they came back and they realized that they could play with this team, their confidence started building, and like you say, down a couple of players, you still competed very well.
We did, and our schedule's been very tough, and we haven't won many games, but I'll tell you what, I was as proud of this team tonight as any team I've ever coached in the way they battled and competed.
They did. They got in foul trouble, and even when they got fouls called on them, they didn't back down. They just kept playing.
Hannah McBride did her normal stuff. Hannah's always going to be our leader, and she's the one we look to. But you look at what Marissa Johnson did. She came in and started tonight, hasn't started all year, and I thought she played terrific defense. She had a couple steals. She looked at the basket. Emily Norberg is becoming ferocious on the boards, and I thought Megan Forsberg played like you want a senior to play tonight. She really did.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's too bad these girls coming out for their senior year that haven't played are able to, build and get better during the year, but you'd sure love to have them another year.
You would, yeah. And I tell you what, we love our kids. I tell them that every game, but we love our kids. They work so hard and they get along so well. I'm just so proud of them, and we're going to keep battling and getting better.
Well, you got a team coming up now. You're on the, let's see where we're at. We're at home. No, we're on the road on Tuesday at Halstead or Nickerson, and then back home. I don't know anything about these two teams, but you got to kind of be looking forward to this part of your schedule.
We do. Nickerson hasn't won yet. They're playing in the Haven tournament, and then Halstead has won 4, but they were early. I don't think they've won in league.
You beat them down there.
We beat them by 9 down there, so we're excited.
Got a good week maybe coming up, and anyway, congratulations. The girls played hard.
Thank you, Donnie. Thanks.
Bill Nelson of the Vikings, and as the Wildfires are out here dancing, We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have some keys to the second half for the Smoky Valley boys. Halftime score is 19-19, and we'll be back after this timeout.
This Smoky Valley broadcast is made.
You want a 2?
Yeah, 2.
Alrighty.
Store Company of North Central Kansas.
Daryl, now I know what you look like.
Oops, sorry.
How'd you find that out?
Megan Margot Lysell posted the photo.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought, yeah, he's probably a tall, skinny Swede with
Not.
a big old beard. Boy, was I wrong.
Cuisine and elegant surroundings of Martinelli's. Reservations are filling at lightning speed, so don't miss out. Call Martinelli's today at 826-9190 for bookings. That's 826-9190. Don't just dream about driving a new car. Make it happen with Briggs Auto Lane. You'll find amazing lease prices like the 2013 Nissan Sentra at just $169 a month. Or a sporty SUV like the Nissan Rogue, only $249 a month. And the GMC Terrain at an amazingly low price of $199 a month. The rugged GMC Sierra Extended Cab at just $299 a month. All leases are based on a 39-month lease. Check out your leasing headquarters in Northeast Kansas, Briggs Auto Lane in Manhattan for details. Or online at briggsauto.com. Briggs delivers.
Tonight's broadcast of Smoky Valley Athletics is brought to you in part by Lindsborg Concrete, Bank of Teskid, Smoky Valley Chiropractic, and Dr. Darrell Loader, Quarterback Club of Lindsborg, Don Bankston, and Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers State Bank. Thank you for supporting Lindsborg Athletics.
Martinelli's Little Italy in Salina has always been a great place to gather for an amazing meal. But soon, you'll be able to invite plenty more people to the party at Martinelli's newly expanded banquet facility opening in February. With seating for up to 200 of your closest companions, now you can host your wedding reception, reunion. Smoky Valley Vikings basketball on 95.5 The Rock.
Okay, Mr. Haven, I'm going to put you on the spot. What do you think the Vikings need to do to win the game tonight?
I don't know.
You don't know? How about score points?
Yeah.
That would be good if we score more than the other team. Darrell, will turn to you then. What do you think the Vikings can do tonight to get this one in the win column?
Well, play some tough defense. Put the ball in the hoop for sure. They're doing a super job on turnovers. Only had 4.
Yeah,
so that's real good. I don't know if there's any one. I know we had 16 fouls that first half. I don't know if anybody's in foul trouble.
Holden Hendricks has 2 and Christian Hansen has 2, so
not real bad.
Not bad at all. So first possession will belong to play center. Blake, Haste, Anderson, Ford, and Scott. Vikings will counter with Snyder and Hawk and Osner and Walton and Hendricks. Jacoby Anderson on the drive, baseline pass inside, shot, no, rebound Vikings. Scott with the shot, and the Vikings get the rebound, 1 and out. That's what we'd like. Vikings didn't do a very good job of defensive rebounding like that. Here's Hawk in the lane, his shot, whoa, got it to go. It's kind of like a shot put. He put it up there, and the Vikings up 21-19. First basket scored of this half belongs to the Vikings. Blake with it outside, got away with a carry. Bounce pass inside, shot missing. Rebound put back by Scott. Mercy. That was a wild shot by Scott. And here come the Vikings. Tied up 21-21. Vikings with the ball in the front court. Snyder, lob into Hendricks, and it's good. Hendricks tipped it to himself and got it to go. Got the rebound on his own tip. and got it in, 23-21. Vikings scoring 2 possessions in a row. There's Hayes with it inside, blocked by the Vikings. Alex Snyder with the rebound. There's another block by Holden Hendricks. That's at least 4 blocks that Holden Hendricks has here in the ball game. Vikings up by 2 with the basketball. Osner outside against Hayes, off to the Holden Hendricks, side of the lane. Hawk shot, no, rebound, Clay center. To Jacoby Anderson on the run into the front court, right in front of the Clay Center bench. Inside to Ford, out to Haste. Haste at the elbow, shot, no, rebound inside, Holden Hendricks. And here comes Andy Osner with it. Minute 45 gone in the quarter, 23-21, Vikings by 2. It's 19-19 at halftime. Osner with it to Walton, right by the Viking bench against Anderson. Walton on the baseline drive. In scoop, shot, no. Rebound, Scott for Clay Center. Caleb has done a good job of scoring some points tonight. He's got 5 in the ball game, but that one didn't go. Blake with it outside. Hayes, top of the key. Around the Viking 2-3 zone. Lob inside to Ford. Kick out to Haste. Haste with the drive. Kick out to Blake. Blake with it between the circles. Over it goes to Anderson. Anderson in the lane to Scott. Shot off the glass. No. Rebound, Holden Hendricks. Holden's got a good job of cleaning up the boards right now.
Yeah, he's doing super in there.
Vikings up by 2. Inside to Hawk. Shot with the left hand. Good. Britton Hawk showing a little versatility there, using his left hand. Vikings by 4, 25-21. Inside to Scott. Kick out to Anderson. Anderson traveled. You called that as quick as the official, Darrell. Turnover number 5. Substitutions, Haven.
Caleb Carson and Cole Norberg.
There you go. Off the bench, 1 substitution on each team. Osner with the slow dribble up across the half-court line. Hayes is going to meet him right at the half-court line. Now he backs down a little bit. Off to Hendricks. Hendricks on the dribble, off to Hawk. Hawk with it, looking out top to Norberg. Norberg travels. Well, back-to-back traveling calls now. 5 turnovers each. Clay Center with the basketball. 4:50 to go here in the quarter. Third quarter, 25 Smoky Valley, 21 Clay Center. Carson with it. Baseline to Blake. Back to Carson. Cross court to Anderson. Baseline to Haste. Haste in traffic. Kick it out to Jacoby. Back to Blake. 3-pointer. No. Rebound. Clay Center. Carson takes it away from his teammate. Almost turned it over, but save it to Anderson. There's a travel. No call. Carson out. Jacoby Anderson. Long 2, no. Rebound Haste in the lane. Haste shot up, no. Rebound Hendricks. And we got a reach-in foul on Haste. And that'll be his first. That be right?
They only had 2 total.
Yeah, very well could be. A couple more substitutions, Haven.
Lane Libby and Reese Wilson.
Libby back in, and who is the other one? Wilson. Reese Wilson. Clay Center picking up Osner right at half court. Osner with it over to Norberg, side wing. Back to Osner. Drive, and a shot is good. A wild shot by Andy Osner. He got fouled as he was going up, so he kind of lost the ball, and it ended up going in. Ford, the fouler, kind of an crazy foul, and a timeout on the court will step aside as well. 4 minutes exactly left in the third quarter. Smoky Valley 27, Clay Center 21. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Go! Let's face it, folks, accidents happen.
Did he play for them
little accidents
a couple years ago?
And it's the weekend. Turn
Sure
to
looks
Lindsborg
familiar.
Community Hospital's Urgent Care Clinic. They'll get you fixed up fast with the friendly, reliable care you've come to expect. Now open
It's either
Saturdays
Drew
and Sundays
Johnson or
from
Sean
6
Libby, I don't know.
p.m.
Hey, you.
Enter through the main entrance at Lindsborg Community Hospital at 605 West Lincoln. Go online to lindsborghospital.org for more information about urgent care at Lindsborg Hospital. Also providing 24/7 emergency room services.
Smoky Valley Vikings basketball on 95.5 The Rock.
Well, so far our predictions of needing points and getting good rebounds are paying off here.
Well, we're not letting them get any second chance points. And I tried keeping track that first quarter, and I got to 4 times that they got second chance points, and then I got lost.
Andy Osner with a chance to complete the three-point play. Free throw up and too strong off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Clay, center. Wilson across the timeline. Oh, it's tipped by Norberg. Stays in the backcourt. Hayes picks it up off to Libby. Libby back to Wilson. Wilson with the drive and knocked out of bounds, I guess. It'll stay with Clay center.
I think Osner got a hand on that one.
Looking to get it in to Carson. Libby, top of the key, back to Carson. Back to Libby, near side to Wilson. Baseline to Haste. Cross court, stolen by Andy Osner. Andy Osner, one-on-one. Osner to the side, shot good. Wow. And there's a collision big time between Osner and Wilson, I think. And Osner comes up kind of grimacing a little bit. Here's Ford inside, his shot up and good. Benson Ford has 6 points. First basket of the half for him. 29 Smoky Valley, 23 Clay Center. Hendricks, Snyder, 3-ball, no. Rebound, Clay center inside. Alex cannot find the range from three-point land. Haste in the lane, shot, no. Gets his own rebound, shot, yes. Haste got 2 more, he's got 7. Clay center back within 4, and Coach Snyder wants a timeout. It's just the 30. We'll keep it right here. Thank Anderson Body Shop, Kimmy at My Barber Shop, Viking Auto, Apotec, Dower Welding, Art Shirt, Reinhardt Accounting, Scott's Christian's Funeral Home, and Dr. Eric Peterson for helping with the broadcast. And again, the Vikings up by 4, 29-25. Great action tomorrow from Bethany College as the Bethany College Swedes suddenly, the guys team suddenly resurging a little bit and getting a couple of good victories, and the girls picking up a victory last Wednesday night in Bethel. So Tabor coming to town now with Swedes with renewed confidence coming up.
Well, good luck to them tomorrow.
That'll tip off at 5 o'clock. Girls game at 5, followed by the guys game at 7. Out of the timeout, the Vikings have it up by 4, 29-25. Christian Hansen is checked back in. Walton with it now on the side wing. Looking for Hawk to Hendricks, top of the key. Near side to Norberg. Norberg back to Hansen, knocked away by Carson. It'll stay with the Vikings. Andy Osner getting a quick break here for the Vikings. Britton Hawk with it to Walton, to Christian Hansen. Hansen off to Walton. Walton, baseline near side. Walton off to Hendricks in the lane. Floater, no. Rebound, Clay center. Good looking shot, just didn't fall. 2:18 to go in the quarter. Clay center with the ball down by 4. Jacoby Anderson outside with it. Dribble all the way across, now to Wilson. Baseline it goes to Anderson. Anderson looking to Wilson. Outside the Vikings 2-3 zone this trip down. Wilson with it, Jacoby Anderson. Baseline to Carson, back to Anderson. Taking a lot of time. There's Jacoby Anderson, shot off the glass, missing, ball loose. Anderson picks up his own rebound, kicks it out to Carson. Carson baseline, kick out to Wilson. Wilson drives, side of the lane, then ball loose, picked up by Christian Hansen. Turnover number,
that would be 7.
7 on Clay center. Vikings have 5. I marked the wrong side there. Cole Norberg with it outside, inside to Hawk. Hawk in the lane, turnaround, shot, no. Rebound, Ford. Here comes Wilson on the run. Wilson to the top between the keys. Carson on the side. Carson's going to launch a 3-ball, no. Rebound, Cole Norberg. Norberg and a reach-in foul on Jacoby Anderson.
Ryan.
Jacoby Anderson, the guilty party.
Yeah, Ryan Blake and
Dalton Haste.
And for the Vikings,
Andy Osner.
Osner back in. Osner, Hendricks, Walton, Hansen, and Norberg on the court for Smoky Valley. Blake, Anderson, Ford, Libby, and Haste on the court for Play Center. Hansen with it inside to Holden Hendricks. He's double teamed. Shot up. No. Rebound. Wow, a pile of them. And putting it in is Andy Osner. Wow, there was 4 guys in there on the ground. And Osner got it in. Shot by Clay Center missing. Haste reaching in and fouling. Haste will pick up his second foul. It'll be Viking basketball. 31-25. Vikings by 6. Substitution in. Number 30.
Mark Scott.
Scott in. And Jacoby Anderson out. Hansen across the timeline, guarded by Blake. Off it goes to Hendricks. Hendricks off to Osner. Osner looked to trigger a 3, did not. Here's Caleb Walton. Walton guarded by Scott, back to Norberg. Norberg looking in, off to Christian Hansen. Running their flex offense, trying to get some opening. Here's Hendricks in the lane, shot, good! Holden Hendricks having a pretty quiet night tonight. He's got 6 points, and I think 5 or 6 blocks. 33-25, Vikings up by 8. Haste with it, off to Blake, around to Libby. Haste in the lane, Haste to Ford, shot blocked by Holden Hendricks, and on the ball loose, it's tipped out by Cole Norberg. That is, I know, 5 blocks by Hendricks. And we got a whistle and something loose on the floor here. The officials are going to go over there and scrub their feet around a little bit. 1.6 seconds remaining. Libby's got to get it out to Blake. He doesn't have that much time to drive, and it'll be no shot. And the quarter ends Smoky Valley 33, Play Center 25. We'll be back for the 4th quarter after this 30-second timeout.
Bank of Tuscan proudly supports athletics in the Smoky Valley. Celebrating 125 years in business, Bank of Tuscan is offering you the opportunity to further enhance your Viking pride. Now available are Smoky Valley Vikings checks, checkbook covers, debit cards, and business debit cards. And for every checking account opened at the Lynchburg branch until July 31st, Bank of Tuscan will donate $10 to Smoky Valley Schools. Bank of Tuscan proudly supporting the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes. Member FDIC.
Your home for Smoky Valley basketball is 95.5 The Rock.
Well, the Vikings and the Clay Center Tigers are hooked up in a good one. The Vikings with the lead. They scored 14 points in that quarter to 6 for Clay Center. So an 8-point lead after the quarter is good. The Vikings need to just maintain now and keep the pressure on.
And the Vikings only had 1 turnover that quarter and 3 for Clay Center.
So that means it's for the game. It's 7 and 5. 7 and 5. Vikings will get the first possession of the quarter. Hendricks, Osner, Walton, Snyder, and Hansen on the court. And get it in pretty quickly. There we go. Alex Snyder left all alone. He missed a point-blank layup. Snyder is just having a tough night shooting. Somehow that play worked and got him wide open, but he just missed it. And then Clay Center throws it away. Wow. Well, guess that's justice. We miss a point-blank shot and they throw it away. So nothing's changed. 33-25. Almost back where we were, just 13 seconds into the 4th quarter. Hansen across the timeline, off to Caleb Walton. Walton guarded by Jacoby Anderson. And Snyder on a moving screen there. He got there too late. Now let's get set, Alex, before you run in there. You got to come hard and set hard. You can't keep moving. Once he set, and then he jumped into the lane. So Snyder picks up just his first foul. Play Center with it outside. Jacoby Anderson off to Blake. Blake with the drive in the lane. Blake shot. No. Rebound, Andy Osner. Yeah, strong to get that rebound. 33-25. Still an 8-point Viking lead. With it is Osner off to Caleb Walton. Bounce pass into Hendricks. Shot up underneath. Good. Reverse layup underneath there for Holden Hendricks. And the Vikings have a 10-point lead, 35-25. Play Center, Carson with it. Baseline to Anderson. Inside shot blocked by Blake. or blocked by Hendricks, and Carson on the shot, missing. Christian Hansen with the rebound. Here come the Vikings. Christian Hansen all the way to the Viking bench to Snyder. Snyder inside to Hendricks. Oh, and he's hammered. Jacoby Anderson, just kind of a takedown there on the play.
I think he's going to call that on Ford.
Yeah, I think that's who it was on, but Jacoby Anderson ended up being in on the ball there.
Britton Hawk and Reese Wilson and Delton Haste.
Haste back in and Wilson for Clay Center. Hawk in for Smoky Valley. Here's Hendricks, and he misses a point-blank shot inside. He just didn't get quite enough spin on that ball to get up over the rim and around. Vikings still by 10. There's a steal by Snyder. Alex Snyder with the steal. Turnover number 9. Oh, there's Hendricks. My goodness, it's getting rough inside there. Hendricks is just clobbered from both sides.
Maybe starting to play football.
Wilson, almost like a little frustration happening there at the Clay Center, and they're just trying to steal the ball. It's not dirty basketball at all. It's just getting rough. They're just both teams thinking they got a chance to win this game, and they both trying to get the victory and working hard. Osner off to Hendricks, way outside between the circles. Hendricks gets it off to Hansen. Hansen outside, guarded by Wilson. Slapping away at the ball. That's a foul. That's exactly right. Hendricks with it outside, off to Britton Hawk. Hawk looking for Osner. Osner's going to launch a 3-ball. Good! Andy Osner with a 3. He's got 5, 10, 14 points in the ball game. Vikings 38, Clay Center 25. Haste with it outside, gets it off to Wilson. Wilson with the ball. Wilson to Haste in the lane. Loses the handle, but gets it back. He was going to lob it down to Blake, and it hit the rim. Clay Center ended up keeping it. Here's a shot by Hamill. Good. Hamill with his first basket of the game. First basket for Clay Center in the quarter. 5.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Christian Hansen on the drive. And it's going to go the other way as Hansen run into Clay Center player Christian Hansen. Then he passes it to Alex Snyder, and Snyder hits a 3.
Cole Norberg.
And
for the first time, somebody brand new in. I don't have him in.
Aaron Pearson, number 22.
Pearson?
Aaron Pearson.
Clay Center with it. Pearson inside it goes to Scott. Back to Pearson. Top of the key to Hamill. Hamill dumps it down. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Scott. Shot off the rim. No. Rebound Osner. Osner with it. Double teamed on the baseline. Osner up to Hawk. Inside to Hendricks. Shot up. Good! Holden Hendricks starting to dominate a little bit inside there. He's got 10 points. 40 Smoky Valley. 27. There's a steal by Hendricks. Hendricks on the steal. There's a reach in by Blake. And a foul on Clay Center. And it'll be 1-1 coming up for Holden Hendricks. Blake's second foul. Substitution.
Jacob Anderson.
And
Rayson Ford.
Ford and Anderson back in. Holden's free throw is good. Gets the bonus. 41 Vikings, 27 Clay Center. It is a rugged game out there tonight.
Well, 7 team fouls on Clay Center, only 2 for the Vikings.
And the second one good as well. He got them both. 42-27, 15-point Clay Center deficit. On Anderson with it. Baseline, kick it out of bounds by Osner. It'll be
Caleb Carson.
Caleb Carson in for Clay Center. And one more coming, sneaking in.
Cody Gregory.
On the court for the Vikings is Hawk, Snyder, Hendricks, Osner, and Norberg. Jacoby Anderson has it knocked away by Osner. Steal by the Vikings. Up to Holden Hendricks. Holden Hendricks in the side of the lane. Holden Hendricks in. He's going to be offensive foul on Holden Hendricks. He didn't stop quick enough, and Clay Center stood up and took that charge. That's Holden's third foul. 4:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. Jacoby Anderson will bring it up. Gregory with him in the backcourt. Carson, Haste, and Ford in the front court. Anderson, base pass. Carson, kick out. Three ball, no. Rebound. Carson ends up with it. Turnaround shot, no. Rebound, Holden Hendricks. Quickly up to Norberg, trying to save it before it goes out of bounds. And he can't. Turnover Vikings. Quickly is Jacoby Anderson into the lane. Jacoby Anderson bounced past to Ford. His shot partially blocked by Osner. And it'll be a foul. And Ford will be going to the free throw line to shoot two. He's got a basket in each quarter. 42-37. And that one's in and out. Rimming around, no good. And the Vikings have had trouble scoring points. And tonight, their biggest point total they've had for a while. Second free throw by Ford is up and good. Gets 1 out of 2. Oh, and the Vikings turn it over again. What are we doing, guys? All of a sudden, 2 long full-court passes that go out of bounds the other way. Now, 2 turnovers. That's 7 now? 8. Substitutions.
Caleb Walton and Kristen Hasten.
Snyder and Norberg out. Jacoby Anderson will play it in for Clay Center. Gets it into Gregory. Carson around to Haste. He'll look for Jacoby Anderson. 3:50 to go. Vikings up 42-28. A 14-point Viking lead. Carson, Anderson, back to Carson. 3 ball, no. Rebound, Vikings. Christian Hansen with it across the timeline into the front court. Hansen off to Walton. Walton with the dribble, right by the Viking bench, over to Hendricks. Hendricks outside, cross court to Osner. Osner in the lane, and a shot. It was actually a pass by Osner. I think they'll say 1-and-1. 14, Jacoby Anderson on the foul. Vikings they lost a game early in the year. They scored 51 points and lost. Osner 1-and-1 missed it. Here comes Clay Center. Haste with it. Off to Anderson. 3:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Gregory. Anderson near the bench. Off the bat to Haste. Anderson with the baseline drive. Shot missing. Rebound over to Osner. And over the back, Carson over the back of Osner. Hard, no foul called. Osner in the front court. Guarded by Haste. Osner with his dribble still. Pick up to Walton. Walton baseline. Off to Hawk. Around to Hansen. Baseline to Osner. Osner looking to bounce, pass it into Hawk. Back to Osner. 2:40 left to go. Back to Christian Hansen. They're going to run clock. Holden Hendricks with it outside. Holden on the drive. Shot from 10. No. And we got a foul on Ford, I think. Holden Hendricks will be at the free throw line. So it'll be a foul on Ford. That's his fourth. We got a substitution, but it'll be 2 shots. So we got him wait a second here. Holden Hendricks at the free throw line for 2. First one up and perfect.
Okay, for Clay Center.
Mark Scott
And
Reese Wilson.
for the Vikings.
Cole Norberg and Alex Schneider.
Second free throw, good. Got them both. Good job, Holden Hendricks. 4 for 4 in the quarter. Good job, Holden. 44-28. Vikings at the 2:22 mark on defense. Playing a little 1-3-1 deflect defense. Wilson with it outside. Wilson on the drive. Off it goes to Haste. Haste with it outside on the dribble. Haste to Wilson. 3-pointer, no. Rebound. Osner and Haste tied up on alternating possession. It'll stay with Clay Center. Clay Center will take it out underneath their own basket. 2:09 left to go. Jacoby Anderson to Hayes. Three-pointer, no. Rebound, Britton Hawk loses it off of his... had the rebound secured. I think he went to dribble and went right off his foot out of bounds. Coach Snyder asking the official, wasn't he pushed? Here's Carson, three, no. Rebound, Osner. And we got a push on Andy Osner. Push on the rebound by Andy Osner. His foul number 2 on Andy. 15 foul on the Vikings. Now they got 3 on Andy Osner. I must have missed one somewhere. Carson with it to Reese Wilson. Baseline to Scott. Double teamed. Wilson outside. Wilson drive, shot, no. Rebound, Haste, shot, blocked by Hendricks and a foul. And Hendricks got a lot of ball. I heard that ball all the way here, but that was called a foul, and that is Holden's 4th foul. 1:46 left to go in the ball game. Vikings up 44-28. Haste at the free throw line, got it to go. First points in the 4th quarter. 5, 6, 7, 8 points on the night so far. Second free throw, got that one too. Good job shooting free throws by Dalton Haste. Getting into Norberg, back to Snyder. Full court press by Clay Center. To Norberg, across to Osner. Osner across the timeline. Osner into the lane. Shot from 6 and no. Rebound loose. Picked up by Hawk. Britton Hawk saved the rebound. Vikings saved the possession. Minute 25 to go. Hendricks out to Hawk. Hawk with it. Inside to Norberg. Shot. Nice. Nice pass by Britton Hawk. Norberg's got 6. 46-30. Vikings up. Wilson, and they turn it over. Wilson has it go off to Scott, and it goes off his hand. Turnover number...
That is 12.
12. Vikings have just
8.
Minute 9 left to go. Vikings can hang on for victory here tonight. The first victory at home this year. Victory at Buehler and victory at Halstead. Snyder loses the handle, and there's a double dribble, I think.
Timeout.
Timeout on the court. We'll step aside as well with 59.5 seconds left to go. Smoky Valley 46. Clay Center 30. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Thank you to our Smoky Valley sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Lynchburg Community Hospital, proud sponsor of Impact concussion testing for Smoky Valley.
Hope you had a good time.
Horizons Driving Academy, offering year-round classes. It's where the classroom meets the road. Thank you for supporting the Smoky Valley Vikings.
Your home for Smoky Valley basketball is 95.5 The Rock.
And welcome back to Viking Gym. Don Bengtson, Haven Lysell, Daryl Johnson, and Jared Bass back at the controls of 95.5 The Rock. The Vikings are going to win their 3rd game of the year, first of the season altogether here at home. Victories on the road at Halstead and at Buehler, so nice to get a home victory. Get it in the front court to Osner. He's quickly double teamed off to Snyder. Snyder back to Osner. Snyder working against Hayes, has to get rid of it. 5 count started. Now off to Norberg. Double teaming everywhere. Off to Hendricks to Osner. Inside to Snyder. Oh, and that's going to be an offensive foul, I think, on Alex Snyder. He used his elbow there to clear out some space. And offensive foul on Alex Snyder. That'll be his 2nd. 41.7 seconds left to go. Pearson with it up court against the Vikings zone. Steal by Hendricks, but stolen back by Clay Center. Jacoby Anderson with it. Pass to his teammate Scott. Too strong, and it's out of his hands. And turnover number 13 on...
Oh, here comes a bunch.
Okay, now you got some work to do.
Andrew McClure. Greg Elvin. And Cody Hopkins.
And
Diego Gonzalez.
Christian Hansen with it in the backcourt. Getting up into the front court on the dribble. It's it off to McClure. Andrew McClure with it off to Greg Elvin. Elvin with it on the dribble. Elvin bounce pass into Gonzalez. His shot missing. Rebound. Cody Hopkins shot missing. Rebound Scott. Fourth play center up to Haste. Haste on the dribble. Haste side of the lane. Loses the handle and it'll be Cody Hopkins on the foul. Every Viking that suited up for the game got into the game tonight. Did that? He missed that first free throw?
he made it.
He made it. That one, second one missed him. Shot good by Pearson. And that is it. Our final score from Smoky Valley. Smoky Valley 46. Play Center 33. We'll be back to wrap this one up after this timeout.
Huntington State Bank has been providing quality banking services to its customers
Thanks, bud.
for over 120 years. Why?